In November of 2024, the cryptocurrency XRP exploded higher, gaining well over 400% in a 3-week span. Now, the reason for the strength appeared to be some relief that the SEC was going to soon release a positive verdict on whether or not XRP was a security and should be regulated as such. Now, since that time, the strength in the coin has remained consistent, vaulting it into the focus of the crypto faithful. Now, advocates point to 4 things that could be a tailwind for the coin. 1, lightning fast settlement speeds compared to its rivals, with an average of 3 to 5 seconds per transaction. This makes XRP more attractive for settling cross-border payments. 2, talk of an imminent XRP ETF launch, which could add to the broad availability and adoption of the coin. 3, the launch of a CME XRP futures contract. Now, the futures markets have long been viewed as a place to hedge risk, which could ultimately make holding a volatile asset like XRP more attractive. 4, and lastly, active addresses holding the coin are expanding rapidly, including whale accumulation, with over 300,000 addresses now holding at least 10,000 coins. And each of these factors could be contributing to the ultimate validation of the relatively upstart coin.
What if I told you XRP could hit $27 in the next 60 days? What if Bloomberg just confirmed that the banks have been hiding XRP's true power this whole time? Welcome to Gold Rush Crypto Daily. I'm Gold Rush, your guide to crushing it in crypto. Listen, you need to subscribe and smack that notification bell right now, because what I'm about to show you is going to change everything. We're diving into 2 absolutely insane stories that are going to make us all rich: Bloomberg finally admitting XRP is unstoppable, and an analyst dropping a timeline that'll blow your mind. Yo, crypto fam, we're talking about massive bullish news that they don't want you to know about. First, Bloomberg. Yeah, the same Bloomberg that's been sleeping on crypto just confirmed XRP is taking center stage while institutional whales are going absolutely nuts. Then we're getting into this analyst eGrag who's predicting XRP hits $27 in just 60 days using the exact same pattern from 2017. The banks are freaking out right now, and you won't believe how this all connects. Yo, this Bloomberg news is straight fire. So check this out. Bloomberg just released a video where they're basically admitting what we've been screaming about forever. Listen to this excerpt. Bloomberg highlighted the sharp rise in the asset's value and the renewed attention it has received from investors and institutions, drawing attention to XRP's dramatic surge in November 2024, gaining over 400% within 3 weeks. Are you kidding me? 400% in 3 weeks, and Bloomberg's acting like this is news? We've been telling you this was coming. The banks tried to suppress this beast for years with that bogus SEC lawsuit. Here's what they don't want you to know. The article says the rally was primarily driven by growing optimism that the SEC would soon reach a favorable conclusion in the Ripple lawsuit. Translation? The establishment knew they were going to lose this whole time. They were just trying to shake out weak hands. And get this, the surge began shortly after former SEC Chair Gary Gensler announced his resignation. Gary the Gremlin finally got the boot, and XRP immediately went parabolic. Coincidence? I think not. As you can see on screen, Bloomberg noted that XRP has remained consistent in its strength following the November breakout. This thing is unstoppable right now. But here's where it gets really juicy. They're talking about institutional momentum. The article says XRP offers average transaction times between 3 and 5 seconds, while some other networks might take hours. Banks hate that we can move money faster than their ancient systems. And yo, check this conspiracy out. Speculation about imminent spot XRP exchange-traded funds. They're literally preparing to let Wall Street whales flood into XRP. Multiple ETF applications are sitting at the SEC right now, just waiting for approval. Can you believe this? The same regulators who tried to kill XRP are now going to let it trade as an ETF. The hypocrisy is unreal. Here's another bombshell. Bloomberg highlighted the launch of XRP futures on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. The CME. That's where the big boys play. They're legitimizing XRP whether the banks like it or not. And the whale activity is going nuts. Currently, over 300,000 addresses each hold at least 10,000 XRP. That's serious conviction, crypto fam. These whales aren't selling, they're accumulating. But hold up, the crypto heat's just getting started. This next story about XRP hitting $27 is gonna absolutely blow your mind. The timeline is insane and the banks are probably having emergency meetings right now. Alright, crypto family, buckle up because analyst Egrag just dropped the most bullish XRP prediction I've ever seen. This dude is saying XRP could hit $27 in the next 60 days, and his reasoning is absolutely mind-blowing. Listen to this. Egrag Crypto has predicted the timeline for XRP to claim his ultimate two-digit target, suggesting that XRP might still be following its 2017 trajectory. Hold up. He's saying XRP is literally copying the exact same pattern from 2017. You know what happened in 2017? XRP went from basically nothing to its all-time high. Here's the crazy part. XRP underperformed at the start of the 2017 bull run, but eventually saw a meteoric surge from $0.0055 in March 2017 to a peak of $0.3988 in May 2017. Sound familiar? The article says, XRP also underperformed in 2023 and most of 2024, languishing at the $0.5 mark. However, following the U.S. elections, XRP outperformed the rest of the crypto market with a near 600% run. This is eerie, people. History is literally repeating itself, and the banks don't even see it coming. But here's where it gets really spicy. After that 2017 run, XRP consolidated for 6 months, then exploded another 1,772% to hit its all-time high. Egrag is saying we're in that exact same consolidation phase right now. He expects the asset to take another 60 days for the 1,772% uptick this time, which would push its price to the ultimate $27 target. $27. Are you ready to get rich, crypto fam? And this isn't just hopium. He's got the Fibonacci levels mapped out. Before that ultimate $27 target, we're looking at $8.49 and $13.79 as pit stops. But here's what you need to watch. The asset must hold above the 21-week EMA, currently at $2.30, to keep the bullish momentum. Right now, XRP is trading at $2.34, so we're hanging tough. The breakout signal? A rally above Fibonacci 1.414 at $2.70 would strongly signal an upward push, but a push above the $3 mark would confirm the breakout is now underway. Egrag expects XRP to claim $27 in July 2025. That's like 2 months away. Can you imagine turning your XRP bag into generational wealth in just 60 days? This whale's buying XRP like it's Black Friday, and honestly, can you blame them? The writing is on the wall. You holding XRP? Tell me in the comments below because this community is about to witness the greatest wealth transfer in crypto history. Crypto fam, this is IT. Bloomberg finally admits XRP is unstoppable. Whales are accumulating like crazy, and we've got a clear timeline to $27. The banks tried to stop us. The SEC tried to kill our momentum, but we're winning. Pi Network, XRP, Shiba Inu, we're beating the establishment at their own game. They can't stop this revolution. Smash that like button if you're ready to get rich with XRP. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss these market-moving updates. Drop a comment. Pi or XRP, what's your moon bag? This ain't financial advice, but crypto's gonna make us rich. The banks hate us, but they can't stop us. Stay bullish, crypto fam. Goldrush out.